Hi, welcome back channel, TrainStation 2. Alright, the 7th competition progress update is very different. Alright, but I'm concentrating in moving towards the Canada, just a bit more to level 200. Alright, this is the start of the competition. I started really late. Apparently, starting late still has its benefits because it just means that you get able to group together with a more relaxed group of people, but a bit of slightly different here. Yes, a majority of the people are still quite relaxed in this group. If you have start on time, I believe majority of all the players are all very aggressive, but nonetheless, I mean, in this group there are a few people who have already gotten first because based on the profile of Santa Claus that I've seen in this group itself. But nonetheless, more importantly is to move towards concentrating in leveling up, because getting coins is one, but I think I really wanted to get all the event trains already, so I really wanted to move on to region 5, the Canada, which I need level 200 before I can unlock all the 5 trains that I've basically worked very hard for. Meanwhile, of course, we want to get the mistletoes so that we can get the remaining trains. There are 4 remaining trains. Yes, we can probably get a common one, and if we are lucky, probably the rare and as well as the epic, right? But legendary may be a bit far off. Alright, so you get 7 trains. There's no need to get additional trains for this part of the competition because it's all about the reindeers, and reindeers takes quite a while to come back, so it doesn't need to waste any gems anymore. So there are other jobs that the center needed us to do that is just for the event keys. If you're short of them, by all means go and do them after you have settled the reindeers. Otherwise, you are free to do and roam whatever you need to do. So I'm not doing the event keys items, but rather those that give me the maximum XP. I will just concentrate on those rather than the center event items, because my objective is simple. I'll finish the reindeer wherever possible, and then with the remaining time I just try to level up, because it's really important. I need to claim all the 5 trains that I have been waiting for so long, and it's time for it, because another bit more, one more level, and I'm free to claim them in the new region. And of course, never had I tried ETO before, event trains only. Alright, so you can see here starting late has its advantages, but of course I'm not so concentrated in doing this competition, so it's unlike the previous few competitions whereby you can keep on doing. For this, you just gotta wait for 2 hours for the reindeers to come back, so that actually disrupts the momentum itself, because end of the day you just feel a bit tired of waiting for reindeers to come back, so it's not so having a momentum whereby you keep doing stuff, right? So of course some people may think otherwise, because while waiting for reindeers to come back, you can actually collect all the raw materials and fill your factories to the brim, and when the reindeers comes back, you will have all the items. So that's one way of winning these competitions if you're really short of event coins. For me, as I mentioned, I'm not short of any event coins, I'm just short of level, so I really need to level up quick, otherwise I wouldn't be able to try it out. I'm really eager to try out the new trains, especially the ETO in the midst of the competitions. This will be a good one, because I would have already collected all the event keys and 11 event coins, so it'd be good for me to try out the ETO in this midst of the competitions, and then have an experience, because otherwise I gotta wait for the next event before I can try the ETO method. So I really wanted to share with you the ETO method and how that impacts in terms of competitions. Okay, so later on, I believe I'll just be showing you a focus of me working on leveling up. You can see here, so far starting late has advantages, as I mentioned earlier, because starting late, and then eventually you may see me currently dropping back to 3rd, because you can see there are indeed real good players in the team. Alright, so dilemma here, I did say that starting late may give you less competitive, aggressive players, but on the other hand, the game, also called this 7 competition, has proven me wrong because you can see they are quite competitive, and of course I think On the other hand, I will try. I mean, I said I will try my best to see whatever I could. But like I said, the reindeer's 2 hours break breaks the momentum in the competitions. It actually, the other thinking is basically I already gotten what I wanted, so I'm taking a pace slower as compared to what I have been fighting strongly for the last 6 competitions. So that's also a particular reason, and of course, with the Christmas rounding up the corner, going out a bit more, so less concentrated in playing the game. So there's another particular reason why I think most people maybe celebrating the Christmas event. With your own personal Christmas celebrations, you may have less time to play this game. But of course, it's all up to choice. So here we are, still got 2 more reindeers to go, and you can see really aggressive players. The first and second is fighting among themselves while we are behind. So I still got a couple more of those iron powder and a bit more of the bells, and I'm able to collect 2 more of the items and could send the 2 reindeers off. So I do see people seeing reindeers flying around in the town, but I had hardly noticed them in my town. So probably that could be something to watch out for. If you see any reindeers flying in the sky, I mean, that'd be an interesting sight, because I do see people posting pictures and say that, oh, the reindeers flew across the town itself. So I'm also looking out for that, but I don't really see one. I believe probably in the Christmas map, probably you may see it, but not in your own town. But probably once I catch it, I will let you have a view of it as well. So meanwhile, I'm still slightly halfway through 199, so I still got really a bit more, and I believe it's really sometimes towards the end of achieving a goal very near, you just get impatient. I mean, that's like what I'm feeling right now. Really wanted to get 200, but it seems so near yet so far. So working on all this iron powder, because I said iron powder is just one of the components required. And yes, the reindeer is out now. 25 more bells, and we should be done. Alright, so we are done with all the reindeers, and that allows me to climb up back to second at 93, vis-a-vis the first at 96. But I said this is really a tough competitor as well. So, but more importantly, I'll try to concentrate and complete all the jobs that give me XP. Here we are, collecting some simple jobs. Okay, managed to struggle through and claim back first, but of course it wouldn't be long, because the competitor is really strong here, surprisingly, of course. And more importantly, I think it's the fun of it. Different, really different, I must say. Comparing EPs vis-a-vis this Mistletoes is a bit unique, I would say, these competitions. You set the set of so-called 4 EPs, tempting you to completing them. At the same time, you have 3 reindeers, which give you mistletoes, which counts towards the competition. So sometimes it's bipolar in a way. I mean, you don't know what you would want to do. Do you want to get the EPs done, or do you want to get reindeers done? So, of course, if you think straight, if you're after event coins, then of course the reindeers. At the same time, reindeers will be out. Then you have another 2 hours break. Then you can work on the EPs. So that should be the way. But sometimes you get so distracted by those EPs, as well as jobs that gives you XPs. So these are the 3 things that pulling you from 3 sides. Whether should you do reindeer, whether should you do those that give you EP and so-called the event keys, or those that give you XP. If you realize those jobs that doesn't give you the event keys are the ones that give you the maximum XP, while the some that give you XP a little, but with the event keys, and lastly the reindeers doesn't give you anything but just mistletoes. Alright, so these are the 3 kind of jobs, or 3 types of jobs we are facing right now. And for me, I've still got a bank to claim, but of course I may have to claim it much later, given the fact that I do not have enough warehouse spacing. to cater for 800 over items in the warehouse. So probably I'll do it much later, probably after the event, I'm not too sure. So for now, I'm trying to fulfill one more reindeer's job, but of course it takes time. So I'm going to grab all the materials required, and really near to 199.75 already. So just a bit more to 200. Probably in the next video I'll show you that. At the same time, coming towards the end of the video, do like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. One last bit in terms of the ranking charts, second. Alright, thank you for watching again. Goodbye.